Hi, I'm really happy to launch Beanvest today, which is an investment portfolio tracker, and I'm going to show you the main features I hope you'll find interesting. So I'm going to connect to my account and go to my portfolio. So you can see I've already got some positions, but I can add positions in my portfolio. I can either add them manually. I can just select the stocks or ETFs or mutual funds or cryptocurrencies and add them one by one. I can import them from a CSV file, which might be the more practical thing to do if you have a brokerage account. So you just have to export a CSV and import it via the importer. And finally, there's a brokerage synchronization, but currently it only supports Degiro, and there will be a lot more coming soon. So I'm going back to my portfolio. There's the total value of my portfolio and the total return. And there are some useful information you'll be able to find. On the first tab, there are some allocation charts, which give you an overview of your portfolio. You can see some, for example, your holdings, asset classes, market cap, industries or sectors. Second tab is the benchmark feature, which is probably the most interesting feature for you. You will be able to see your overall portfolio performance over time and compare it to any index. So I selected the 500, but you can select any stock or ETF and compare your historical performance to see how you did and if you did some good stock picks. Some news. You can see news for all companies related to your portfolio. So I've got news for Apple and Microsoft, for example, as I added them in my portfolio. If I go back to my holdings, I can click on any line, for example, Apple. And there I'm going to be able to see some useful information, such as the market cap, P ratio, P ratio, analyst ratings, dividend yield. And if I scroll below, there are all financials for the company. So here I can see some revenue, free cash flows, net income for Apple. And if I scroll below, there's the balance sheet, the full balance sheet for a lot of years, cash flow statement and income statement. Just below, there are earnings. So those are quarterly earnings. And you can see the EPS compared to the analyst estimates. So I can see that Apple beats estimates 70% of the time, which might be a useful information. Below is the price chart. Dividends. So I can see the dividend history for Apple. And last but not least, insider transactions. So all the people who bought or sold the stock. So that's all for the overview. There's a last thing I wanted to show you in tools. It's a DCF calculator. So it will help you to calculate the intrinsic value of a stock. So for example, I can select Apple and I will be able to see all the free cash flows and select a growth scenario. For example, I can select slowing growth, select the decrease rate. And you can see visually how the stock, how the cash flow goes, the fair value of Apple, and if it's overvalue or undervalue. So those are as good as your estimates. So you have to select your discount rate, terminal value, but that might be a useful tool for you. So do not hesitate to create an account, and they'd be happy to hear your feedback. Thank you.